Amazon SEO is one of the most underutilized opportunities for Amazon sellers. By optimizing your Amazon SEO, you help tell the algorithm which keywords you want to be ranked for and most importantly, indexed for. So that's what this video is about. It's about helping you optimize both your front end and back end SEO, and that shall help you gain more organic visibility and organic revenue and obviously more profit to your Amazon account. Alright guys, two things before we get started. I would encourage you to watch the last video on Amazon product research, as we're going to be using my product research sheet throughout this video. And feel free to contact me via LinkedIn so I can share a copy with you like I did with so many Amazon sellers. The second thing is check out the description for Helium 10 best offer. We're going to be using Helium 10 tools throughout this video, so feel free to check out the best offer available if you haven't gotten a subscription for Helium 10. Now that's out of the way, let's get started. Starting with on-page SEO, we're going to be crafting a title for our listing. When doing so, I like to look at the top 3 competitors of mine and just see the highest revenue ones or the highest sales competitor, just because they rank for more keywords. So the first thing we do is we take their ASIN and paste it into Cerebro. This is RunMax. They generate about $822,000 per month based on Helium 10. So we just copy their ASIN and paste it to Cerebro, and then just do a filter for match type organic. I just like to look at the organic ranking keywords. Organic rank, let's just look at the top 20 and let's apply filter. You can see that they rank for so many keywords organically, or 677 keywords. So if we were to narrow it down just to kind of focus on the top search volume keywords, so let's just do a minimum of 1,000 search volume and hit apply filter. You can see that now we have 61 keywords that they rank for, and most notably weighted best is the high search volume one. So let's just export that as a CSV file. So now we have an idea on the most relevant keywords that we want to rank for. However, to get a better idea and a better benchmark, we need to also look at the competitors as well. So what I like to do is I like to go to the subcategory that the product is in. So for example, this one is strength training weighted vests, and you can just do an X-ray. So to get an idea of how long our title ought to be, then we can download this list from the X-ray. The cool thing is they already give you the title character count, so just hit export and export that as a CSV file. So as you can see, the average top 10 competitors, revenue from high to low, their average character count is 147. So now we have an idea of how long our title should be. If we look at like the top 16, top 15, the average is 156. So we should definitely stick between 150 to 160 character count. So go into Cerebro, copy all of those keywords and just paste it in there. Put it in parentheses and ask ChatGPT, these are the keywords I want to optimize my Amazon title, and just give it your current title or any regular title. Just paste that from Alibaba. Like, can you keep the character, or can you keep the title character count around 150, 160 characters? Now ChatGPT is gonna do its thinking and craft a title accordingly. And in the meantime, I just copy all of these keywords I want to rank for just as much as the competitor, and I put them into Scribbles. So if you go to tools, go to Scribbles. This is a pretty cool tool to help you see whether the keywords that you're optimizing for are incorporated in the title bullet points. So we're gonna fill out each section at a time. And now we can copy the title from ChatGPT. It says it's 158 characters. So if we just paste it into the title section, we'll hit apply. We're gonna see that most of the keywords in the title have been incorporated, like weighted vest mentioned twice, men, adjustable. And this is perfect because the recent Amazon title policy, it does not allow you to mention a keyword or any word more than twice. So if we see, for example, vests and vests, they're only mentioned twice. If they were to be mentioned another time, that'll probably not go through. But for the most part, this is a perfect title. Just paste that in there in the sheet, and it just say number of characters it has, 158, average category 147, 160. So now we're gonna ask ChatGPT to craft us bullet points. So for the bullet points, we already done our research and how our product is going to be better than the competition. So taking all of these benefits and giving them to ChatGPT. Let's just say, can you give us an optimized bullet points for our Amazon product, and keep in mind the keywords mentioned. The recent content is how our product is better. So now ChatGPT is going to give us its bullet points, so we can just paste them again here. Now let's just hit apply again. It's already applied, and we're going to see the keywords that are mentioned, the keywords that are not mentioned, and also phrases. And you can also go through these and incorporate any ones that you don't think were mentioned. There's a lot of Spanish ones, but we can leave those for the backend competition or competitor brand names as well, but it's against Amazon terms of service, so do that at your own risk. The description, we're just gonna ask ChatGPT, can you craft us description under 2,000 characters, as that's the limit. Make it better looking, add emojis. And if you're having problems displaying your description like with HTML components, this is a quick fix for that. Just go to an HTML editor. So now ChatGPT gives you this cool description. Let's see what's the character count for these. So just paste that into word counter real quick. So it's 1,772. However, once you paste it into Amazon, it might not look like this with a bullet point, just because the styling is not going to be applied, and you're going to have to upload it as HTML. So if you paste it in here, you just clean that. Now you have your HTML. And then what you do is you just compress it, and I'll leave those two sites in the description as well. So compress HTML. Now we're going to copy the clipboard. So now it's 3,668. So obviously that would not pass. So just give it back to ChatGPT. Like, make this shorter. Make this shorter and below 2,000 characters. So now that's going to be your HTML description, and it's going to look just like this once you upload it. And lastly, when optimizing your Amazon backend SEO, please make sure to fill out all of the information on product details, safety, and compliance, even though a lot of sections are going to be optional, like special features, style. And also, there are going to be sections that are related to your category, and they're not going to be mandatory to fill out. However, make sure to fill out all of those, as that would help tell the algorithm what keywords or what features your product has, and that shall help you with overall ranking and SEO. And the most important section, if you are to be lazy about it, do not forget the generic keywords. These are your backend search terms. They're really important to have misspellings, to have Spanish keywords, and a lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able to have in your front-end SEO. So the way to generate your backend generic keywords is we go back to Scribbles, and the first thing, or the first opportunity, is we copy the unused words that we want to be indexed for, and just go to Frankenstein and paste these. The second thing you want to do is copy all of these keywords as well from the relevant competitor, or the ones that we're building our listing upon, and paste these as well. So we have a character count of 277, and we know we can go up to 500 character limit for the generic keywords. So what we can do as well is let's just expand the filter here from 1000 to, let's just say, 500 search volume. So that will give us some of those low search volume keywords that are long tail. So if we just copy these as well, just paste them to the list and process. Now that shall help increase our character count, 398. So let's go a little to 300, apply filter, and add these at the end. It's important to leave the unused words at the beginning, just so those are the priority. So now we have 823. So if we just skim through these and analyze them and just copy 500 character worth and paste it into scribbles, we have 545. If we just, again, you need to skim through these and make sure that there are no competition. You're gonna see like the words, everything now is mentioned, including misspellings. The only one that's not mentioned is this 20 pound, but we can add it right now. And you see everything is now mentioned. And for the phrases, if you want to go above and beyond what we do sometimes, if there's like a phrase that you think worth mentioning, like weighted belt for walking, that's not mentioned, what you can do is just copy the unused phrases and give it to ChatGPT and ask it the following. Be like, these are the phrases that we could incorporate in our bullet points or description. Which do you think worth adding? And I've already asked it before, and it just gives you particular edits, like where to use it, what to replace, and it would have the unused phrases. So if you do this process extensively, you cover both your front end and back end SEO, and you'll definitely be rewarded on the organic side for such efforts. And lastly, if you want to check for changes, you can also try the index checker. So for those Spanish keywords or unused phrases, if you're not indexed for those, you can just use whatever ASIN or your particular product ASIN. So if we use, for example, this ASIN, assuming, and we optimize our listing, and then we go back and check those keywords that we've optimized them for. Let's try sync mat. I know it's not gonna show that we're indexed for it, but you can see that it's not indexed for it. You can do the same process, just copy and save the keywords that you don't have index for and they're relevant. And after you optimize them through your back end, through your front end, if they're allowed to be there, then check back later after Amazon indexes your listing, and hopefully you're going to see a traditional index and a field index where you're now indexed for those keywords and able to rank for them. That's it for me on this video. I'll leave all of the resources that I've mentioned in this video in the description, and if you guys have any other questions and made it this far, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for finishing this video till the end. It means a lot. To help you grow on Amazon faster and help grow your profitability and revenue, feel free to get a complimentary from Nevo Ads by emailing us at support@nevoads.com. We'll be able to look at your whole account, looking at your sales, your advertising, your tacos, ACOS, your conversion rates, and competition market share, and just so much data to be able to guide you towards the right path for growth. And also feel free to download my book, Tacos Over ACOS, Your Roadmap to Amazon Advertising Strategy, if you're managing Amazon ads yourself. That's it for me in this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. All the best.